Hello everyone, welcome to this Angular Masterclass. I am Ramanuj Das, a full-stack web developer and an instructor. In this course, you will be learning what Angular is and how you can use it to build amazing single-page based front-end application. Throughout this course, we will be learning all the individual building blocks that makes up Angular. And we'll be creating one amazing project by using all the things which we are going to learn. So let's get started. Well, the first question that comes in our mind is, what is Angular? Angular is a JavaScript framework for building single-page based client-side application. Single page based. What exactly does it mean? A single page based application is an application like Facebook, Twitter, or Gmail. If you open Gmail and if you navigate to different links like inbox, sent items, or might be draft, at the URL you'll feel like you have visited different pages, but at the end the page never changes. But how exactly it is possible? When I click on a link, obviously we are getting a different thing, but I'm saying we are at the same page. How exactly it is possible? So in a single page based application, whenever we try to navigate to different links, the content of the page will be changed by JavaScript dynamically. So what is the benefit of that? The benefit is it will be much faster compared to server-side loading. I will show you with an example. Let's try to understand the difference between a single page based application and a server-side based application. So I've created one dummy Gmail account, and you can see if I click on any of the link over here, you won't see the reloading over here. So let's go to another website called Ambient Repository. Now this is not a single page application, so if I click on any of the link, you can see there is a whole page reload, and it's taking more time compared to our Gmail. Whenever we navigate to different links, it is taking more time. Well, in case of Gmail, you can click on anything, you can open a mail, and you can see everything is opening without reloading the whole page. And let me show you our Angular application which we have created. So you can see we have a bookstore application, and the moment I click on this add book, you can see the link got changed, but there is no refresh. If I click on show all books, if I click on anything, if I click on this, or if I click on this, so everything is changing, everything is loading, but there is no page refresh. So that's what single page based application is. So let's have a look on the code structure. We'll be starting with the basics, where we will set up our development environment, we'll create our first application, we'll understand project structure and the purpose of different files. Along with that, we'll start with the basics of TypeScript. Then we'll explore components and data binding. We'll create multiple components, how to output data using data binding. We'll also learn how to react to user events using event binding. Angular has another key feature, the directives. We will explore the built-in directives and structuring directives, and also we'll create our own directives. After that, we'll learn more about services and dependency injection. We'll create different services to centralize our code and to share data among components. Once we are done with services and dependency injection, we'll look at routing. Angular routing is the way through which we can navigate to different links. So all the time I was saying single page application. Routing is a feature which makes it possible. Then we'll look at observables, a feature that allow us to work with asynchronous code. Once we are done with the observables, we'll look at forms and how to read user inputs. Forms are categorized as template driven as well as reactive or model driven forms. In this section, we'll look at both template driven as well as model driven forms. After forms, we'll look at pipes, another important feature. Once we are done with pipes, we will look at HTTP. Through HTTP module, we can call different backend services. We'll store data to databases by making REST API calls. Well, after that, we'll look at authentication, how to implement authentication, how to manage authentication tokens. And at last, we will see how can we deploy our application to cloud. In this section, I will show you how to deploy our Angular application to AWS Cloud. Throughout all these individual topics, we are going to build a real-time project putting all things we learn together. I'm sure it's going to be a great fun learning Angular. And you are going to be an Angular master after finishing this course. See you soon.